Good morning, dear students. Today, we will continue lesson Transport and Communication, and this is the second part of the video. In the first part, we have studied about transportation and its different modes. Today, we will study about communication. So, let us begin. Communication. What is communication? Sending and receiving messages is called communication. So, if we are exchanging message with somebody, this is known as communication. Long time ago, messages took many days or even weeks to reach at somebody or some place. But today, they reach in seconds. This is just because the evaluation of communication in the recent years. So the first mode of communication we are going to study is the postal service. India's postal service is called India Post. It is the largest postal network in the world. So sending letters from one place to another is known as postal service, and India's postal service, which is India Post, is the largest postal network in the world. People go to post office to buy stamps, inland letters, postcards and stamped envelopes. Letters and parcels, they are either sent through simple post, ordinary post, which takes a little longer time, or the faster mode of it is the speed post. So if you want to post something which we want that it should reach faster, so we can use speed post. Next is telephone. We can talk to people in any part of the world over the telephone. So in some years ago, telephones were basically used, they were generally used for talking to people, and we can talk to people sitting in any part of the world over the telephone. Some years ago, landline phones were very popular, but these days landline phones are no longer popular. They have been replaced by mobile phones, or we call them smartphones also. So these smartphones, they are all-in-one devices. That means we can do many things on our smartphones, which some time ago we imagined that we can do only on computers and laptops. But all those things can be done on smartphones, like taking these online classes, teaching from internet or through YouTube or whatever the means are there. They are all possible through smartphones itself. Next comes the fax machine. A written document can be sent through a fax machine. It takes only a few seconds to reach. The fax machine is connected to a telephone. So basically it is a landline phone. This fax machine is a landline phone with a you can say a machine attached to it. It's a kind of a Xerox machine from where you can insert a paper, a written document from one side. It scans it, and the scanned print it sends to the other person. So what happens, the paper which we are scanning will remain with us, but the scanned material will reach to the other person to whom we are faxing it. So faxing is also a very important means of communication. After fax comes the internet and the email, which is a very important part in the evaluation, in the, you can say, in the increase of the speed of communication. So internet plays a very vital role in communication. We can access any information by using internet, and that too sitting at home. So when we are sitting at home and if we want to find out anything, any information about anything, we can just search it on our mobile phones or laptops or computer PC systems, and then we can get the information. This is just possible just because of internet. Email is also known as electronic mail, and because of email, the communication has become faster and cheaper. We can access internet on our smartphones also. All of us know that we use the internet facility on our smartphones. We can also exchange messages through apps and social networking sites. So many apps are there. All of you are aware about the apps. And social networking sites are like Facebook, Twitter, and many more like that. So we used to exchange messages through apps and social networking sites, and these things have made people closer though they are living at a very long distance. After internet comes radio. Radio is the you can say is now an old device. These days we are using many smartphones, but yes, radio has also some important characteristics in the communication process, especially the remote areas where not much facilities or technology is there. So a program on radio reaches all corners of India. It is useful even to those people who cannot read and write. So if a person is not educated enough, he can access any information through radio also. In India, All India Radio is there, which broadcasts news and educational program. Broadcast means it gives the news and educational programs in Hindi, English, and in many other regional languages of the states and cities or a particular area. These days, private FM channels are also there which broadcast programs for the people, and all of us know these kinds of FM channels which we used to hear either driving or in our free time. So those are the private channels. The Indian channel which is there, it is the All India Radio. Now we will talk about television. Television performs the same task as a radio, but it also shows pictures. So television gives the information, but in radio we can only hear it. But in television we can hear as well as see also. So sitting at home, you can watch what is happening in the other parts of the country and also elsewhere in other parts of the world also. So we can sit at home, we take the remote, we switch on our televisions, TV sets, and then when we watch the news, we see what is happening in the country and what is happening in the world also. And there are many television channels. There are many number of television channels in India. Let us talk about cinema. All of us are very much aware about cinema. Movies are made in many languages. They educate as well as entertain us. They also spread social message. So yes, cinema is important, but we should be very much selective while choosing which movies we want to see. So movies, they are made in many languages and they are a source of education as well as entertainment, and there are movies also which spread social messages. Newspapers and magazines. A large number of newspapers and magazines are published in India. They carry news and information about events from all parts of the world. Some people read e-newspaper on their tablets and smartphones. So newspapers and magazines, they are very much popular in India. In every home you will find newspapers, and magazines are also very much important. Magazines are also categorized in different classes, or you can say separations, like education, then competition magazines, then there are sports magazines, then there are business magazines, then there are entertainment magazines, and so on. Many magazines are there. There are magazines which we call as comics for children also. They both newspaper and magazines gives us information and news about you can say almost everything. And these days we are having e-newspapers which we access on our tablets or on our smartphones or on computer and laptops also. That's all for this video. Hope you understood it. Thank you for watching.